Hello, my name is Ani Baker.
Hi, my name is Mia Brown.
How do you feel like you got there?
I am drawn to taking care of people naturally, and I do actually love it. I had to learn all this just by being still, sitting, listening, learning.
Hello, this is Dr. Ken Duckworth. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I want to welcome you to this conversation with our caregiver experts. Caregivers are one of the backbones of mental health recovery. And in this video, you'll learn from two people in caregiving roles who are working to understand the people they are taking care of, including the impact of trauma in their lives. Caregivers matter, and listening to them and learning from them is a great opportunity. Thank you for joining.
Hello, my name is Ani Baker. I am a retired public school teacher. I taught in the public school system for 12 years for students with mild to moderate special needs, kinder through third grade.
Hi, my name is Mia Brown, and I am a caregiver at a transitional house for young adults at risk. My girls have been trafficked, and they're getting out of the life right now. So that's what I do. And I'm also the mother of a special needs child. And I caregive basically 24 hours a day.
How can you tell when you are overwhelmed or reaching burnout? What are those tells for you?
Snappy.
Okay.
I am pretty sassy for the most part. But if I am giving you the, well, do it yourself.
Okay.
Or I don't really care. Okay. Or whatever you think. That's a sign like, oh, she's not okay, because I usually have an answer for everything. Okay. This is how we're going to do it. You're going to plan A, B, C, D. I have it to the T. Yeah. But if I'm like short, then they know they're not getting the 100% Mia. And I kind of realize I got to cut off right here.
And do you make that clear verbally? Are you like, hey, I've reached my limit, you need to stay away? Or how do you handle that when you've reached that limit?
Yeah, now I am. I tried to handle everything before. When I was stressed out and I was still giving these, answers to people, I would see them kind of falling apart too. And I'm like, oh, so it would make me feel
more to carry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had to start saying like, hey, you know what? I'm not okay. And I literally just say that. And most of the girls that they've been in therapy, they know these words. They know these, they know this. Okay. I'll tell them I'm triggered.
Okay.
And they know all these words. So it may sound like a joke or come off as a joke, but they know. And that's what I do appreciate about them. And that's why I am so transparent with them. Because a lot of people who come in my job, they're like, wow, you talk to them about everything. I'm like, I have to give them everything that I can so that they know when they give me everything, that I'm going to give them, my honesty, my love, what I have. Like, I can't be fake. Yeah. And then they'll sniff it out. They're
exactly.
Like, oh, you, and they won't tell me anything.
Right.
So these girls are wonderful girls. And some of them, it doesn't work out. But at the end of the day, I'll still get messages on like social media like, hey, you were so hard on me, but I love you. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just got a message, I promise you, like 2 weeks ago. A girl sent me a message, and I haven't heard from her in I don't know how long. And she said, I just wanted to let you know that you were one of the best staff I ever had, and I make sure I celebrate my birthday every time you come around because of you. I made a big deal out of everybody's birthday. All the time. I don't know who didn't make a big deal out of these women's birthday, but I did. All the time. And she told me, she said, I make a big deal out of my birthday, and I get my nails done.
Oh, you gave her that.
So I always, and when I get those messages, I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing. So,
oh my God, I relate to that so much. Yeah. And also, I just love that you share your challenges with them. Like you telling them that you are also a person who gets triggered just creates such a safe environment.
They think they feel stupid because, I feel like I want to go back to him even though he's done these bad things to me. And I'm like, girl, I haven't even been in your situation, but I've been back.
Same.
Plenty of times. And it's not been the best thing, but it's something you literally just have to learn. I cannot live your life for you. And that's one thing that I do try to teach my girls, even my boys too.
What do caretakers need to maintain wellness?
Surround yourself with wonderful people. Honestly, because, for me, because I am a people person. I'm a chatty chick. I like being around people. That's why I think that me being on call 24 hours a day doesn't bother me as much as it would somebody else. So when I'm needing my time, I'm usually craving time from family members or people that I want to, be around. Me and my family are very close, both sides. When it's time, I can call on any one of them. Yeah. And it makes me feel better. Like, they can listen to the stories that I have, and they can cry with me when I need to cry or whatever. If you surround yourself with wonderful people, then wonderful things happen. That's what I believe. And the people that are not wonderful, I'm sorry, you have to let them go.
Yeah. When you're taking your time and you're like, no one talked to me, are there practices that you engage in that help you maintain sanity and peace? Like, what brings you peace and healing?
I literally just need to be by myself.
Okay.
I'm one of those people who can just sit and talk to themselves.
Yeah.
And me too. I'm okay with that. Because all the answers that I have are going to be right. So I'm literally fine with that. I usually do send the kids to their godparents, which are extremely helpful people. When I send my children away and it's just me in my house, I can deep clean. And people say, oh, that's not relaxing. It is for me. Because if my house is a mess, I cannot relax. So if I make sure my house is nice and clean the way I want it, and lay and think and just regroup, like literally regroup. I'm okay. Get those fatty foods that I'm not supposed to have.
Comfort food.
I'm really doing just that. And I know that most people will go out and, do other things. I don't need to do that. I'm doing that for everybody else. You can't tell me how to self-care, because when I'm done, I feel very cared for. I feel very cared for. So
sometimes not listening to people is self-care.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm the queen of not listening. So I don't tell people how to self-care. I make sure that they are comfortable with whatever they choose and take the actual time that they need. That's also important. Like, you can say, oh, I'm going to take this day. Like, it might not take me a day. So I have a lot of time saved up because I might just need that week or whatever. And I can't be worried about if my job is going to do this or whoever going to do. No, I need my time to myself so that I can come back and be this person for you guys. And I do a lot for this company, or, I do a lot for these kids, and I deserve this.
I love that. What you said, like, if you feel renewed, then it's self-care.
Yeah. If I get back to normal and I'm jipper and I have the ideas again and my heart is full again, you're going to be able to tell. I'm going to come in with new ideas like, hey, remember we were talking about blah, blah, blah last week? Well, I got an idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because I went through it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do in life. I want to make sure people are happy. I want to make sure that people are taken care of. So I do think about that stuff. I don't know who self-care doesn't work with, but it works with mine.
I love that.
Yeah.
What do you think about led you to wanting to be a caretaker in the first place? Because you were a caretaker before you were a mother. Do you feel like it was stuff that you went through in your life and you wanted to care for others so they didn't go through the same pain? Do you feel like it's a personality trait? What do you think it is for you?
I think it's a personality trait. Ever since I was little, people used to always call me Mama Mia.
Why have I never thought of that?
Yeah, I've been called Mama Mia for my whole life.
Oh my God.
So it's just personality. I've always been bossy. I've always been, like, if we're playing house or anything, I'm the mom.
Aww.
I don't even need a dad.
I love it.
I don't need the dad. I'm going to be the mom. But I'm not saying that we don't need dads. I love dad. You wonderful dads out there. Oh my goodness.
We love dads.
We love them. But, I've always been that person. So it just kind of came natural. I always tell people now at 40, I am good at what I do. There's not too many people like me, and I'm proud to say that, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm hard to replace.
Oh my gosh.
I am hard to replace, so.
You're impossible to replace. Wait, I need to just hug you right now. I love you so much. Let's say other caregivers are watching this and they are burnt out, or they're spread too thin, they're overwhelmed, they're tired, they're doubting their role as a caregiver maybe. What would you say to them? What would be like your first advice to somebody who's feeling that way?
Take your time away. And if during that time you still don't relight, if that doesn't relight, if your pilot doesn't relight, then this is probably not the place for you. And that's okay. Because this is not for everybody.
Wow.
I am a true believer in that. Like, you can't stick me in a hair salon and be like, oh, okay, you're relaxed. Let's see if you can put this permanent in somebody's hair. No, honey, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I might be able to come here and help you and sweep up some hair, but this is not where I want to be. And if you don't have it, if you're not feeling it, then you should just not do it. Because it's hard to care for other people because they're going to see it on you and it's going to take a toll on you. Like, you don't need to add any more stress to yourself. This life is already going to be stressful enough.
Yeah.
Don't add any more.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at right now in my life. Like, I refuse to be stressed out. I'm okay. And when I'm not, it's okay not to be okay. It is okay.
Good.
And it's and I, you know what, and I say, you know why I say it so many times too? Because literally you have to practice.
I know. Yeah.
You have to practice saying it because if one day you'll believe it. Like, I believe it now. Yeah. But I just need to make sure it stays there. So that's why I say it over and over and over again. And I do truly mean it. I do.
Yeah, it's like building those new neural pathways. If you've never said these things to yourself before, if you've never told yourself that it's okay not to be okay, then it just isn't true for you. Right. But the only way you can make it true is to voice that, continue to remind yourself, and then eventually your brain goes there naturally.
Yeah.
But for a while, it's just work and retraining and building new little roadmaps in your brain for yourself.
Definitely.
So what I'm getting from you is that as a support system, which you are, it's just very important that you also have a support system.
Yes.
That is separate from your work and separate from your probably like home base, like where somewhere else you can go, some other people that you can go to who can also hold you when you need it.
Definitely. I need people. I need the energy of people. I need the goodness of people. I need to see that people are human like me.
Yeah.
Because I have a good heart. And I'm proud to say that now. And I'm not saying it like I'm better than anybody. I'm saying it with pride. I am a good-hearted person. And I need that same thing. And so the people in my life that I've chose to keep in my life, these are good people. Yeah. And this is the energy that I crave. This is what I need to make sure I relight.
Yes.
I really do. So everybody that's in my life, don't go anywhere. I love you guys.
What do you love the most about caregiving?
Giving back. For a long time in life, I didn't know what my gift was, and I didn't know what I was doing in this world. How am I supposed to be able to give back? And what am I doing in this world? I'm giving back. Yeah. I'm literally giving all of me. And when I see it, and when I see my girls successful, or even when I'm not, you know, but even though I've helped, that just brings me so much good stuff in here. Yeah. It does a lot to know that I can say that I've helped this person or I'm a part of that. So, yeah.
It's the best feeling in the world. It's the thing I miss the most. Having a son who's neurodivergent, and I'm sure working with students and people who are neurodivergent, what can we learn from people who are neurodivergent?
Well, I'm going to go with an example for my son. My son is probably the sweetest person you can ever meet. And a lot of people will look at their situation and like, oh, kind of pity. But the way I look at my son, his brain and how sweet he is and the way that he can still have that innocent kid feeling, I think that is honestly a blessing. I've learned that just to watch a child or a person that is still in that, you know, kid realm and just, you know, that's what we all say in life. I wish I was a kid again. Yeah. These people get to live that life forever. Whether we think it's pity or not, they're living their life in this head as a child, and it's a beautiful life.
In wonder, in awe.
Yeah, it's a beautiful life. So I'm looking at these people in a whole different way now. You know, my son, and I'm going to say that about my son. I look at him in a whole different way, and I'm looking at him just smiling and making the best of things all the time. And I'm like, how did you get blessed to be like that? Because I'm looking at stuff like, no, you're not. Yeah. I don't trust. No. And he's got this different eye. And I feel like if I just step back and just remember what he's thinking and take some of that, I'm like, okay, I see the world in a little bit of a better place because of at least my son. So it's not just him. Like I've seen others, and they do have that just beautiful heart. And it just kind of reminds me to have that beautiful heart to practice.
Yeah. A lot of people I know with autism are really great examples of passion too,
Mhm.
because they have their things that they love and they love them
Oh, yes.
to the ends of the earth. They know everything about them. They are constantly learning and exploring and sharing and wanting to like share that magic with other people. It's a really beautiful trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing for me. I just make sure I take a step back and see the beauty in things.
Part 2 covered the critical conversation of self-care. That caregivers, in fact, need to look after themselves and create support so they continue to do the work that they do so well. Thank you for joining.